Okay, so good day. Ngayong araw, pag-uusapan natin one of the most important and one of the most complex topics here in Fundamentals of Engineering Surveying, also known as the horizontal curves. Ang horizontal curves natin ay may apat na klase. There are four types of horizontal curves, namely the simple curve, the compound curve, the reverse curve, and lastly, the spiral curve. Okay? So, para ma-define natin lahat ng yan, yung mga common denominator yan. But first, let's go to the introduction. Let's go to the basic, which is yung degree ng circular curve. So, sa degree ng circular curve, marami kayong mga problems na may encounter nyo, wherein the problems give you the degree of circular curve. So, ano nga ba yung ini-imply ng degree of the circular curves? Degree of circular curves are important because it designates the curvature of circular curves. Meaning, kapag mas mataas, the greater the curve implies the greater the sharpness or the rate of the curvature. So, ibig sabihin, pag mas mataas yung rate ng curvature natin, mas mataas yung degree ng curvature natin, mas mataas yung kanyang rate and sharpness. May dalawang designation ng ating degree of circular curves. The first one, there are two designations. Okay, the first one is using the arc method or the arc definition. And the second one is using the chord definition. Okay? So, para mas maintindihan nyo, let's have a drawing. I-drawing natin yung dalawang set designations na to. I-drawing natin yung degree ng circular curve. If this is your degree, okay, when we're dealing with the arc definition, ang ina-analyze natin dito is yung ating arc mismo, which can be found here. This is the arc of the curve. Okay? Yan yung arc na mafo-form natin if we put the two radius from start, yung first radius natin and yung second radius natin. Kapag kinonect natin yan using a curve, ayun yung mafo-form nating arc doon sa ating horizontal curve. Na kung saan yung degree ng curve niya ay nasa gitna. Dito nyo mahanap yung degree ng ating curve. So kapag ganito, nag-analyze tayo, ang ginagawa natin yan is we are setting one pole station. So ano ibig sabihin ng one pole station na yun? One station is equivalent to 20 meters or 100 feet. So dinedesignate natin siya as 20 meters yung full length ng ating arc ng curve, which is 20 meter using the SI unit and 100 feet using the English unit. So ngayon, naset na natin na one pole station mula dito hanggang dito. Yung arc na yan, itong arc na to, is equivalent to 20 meters or 100. Okay? To compute for the radius of the curve, ngayon natin, mag-derive tayo ng formula, d over 360 degrees is equal to 100 feet, which is yung English unit natin over the radius. Okay? Over the 2 pi r para makompute natin yung ating radius. So, yung radius, upon derivation, makocompute natin yan. R is equals to 5729.58 over D. So, this is the first equation and this is the first formula na perform natin using the arc definition. Proceed naman tayo sa pangalawang definition natin, which is yung ating chord definition. So, let's have a curve, and then we have an arc, and yung chord ng ating curve. So, this will be the chord. And this time, sa chord definition, ang sineset natin na full station is not the arc itself, but the chord itself. So, meaning, the length of the chord is 100 feet, and since this is symmetrical, okay, the curve is also symmetrical, pwede natin yung i-cut sa gitna na kung saan magiging equal siya. This is 50, this is 50, and this is both 90 degrees. So, yung angle na mapo-form nyo dito is equivalent to d over 2 and d over 2. So, kapag ganyan, kapag hiniwalay natin siya, this is 50, this is d over 2, and this is the radius, yung ating hypotenuse. Since this is a right triangle, pwede tayong gumamit ng SOHCAHTOA kung saan ang magro-roll dyan is yung ating saw. Okay? This is the opposite side, this is the hypotenuse side, at yung angle natin, nagagamitan natin ng sin theta. Okay? So, the formula that we can derive using the SOHCAHTOA, which is primarily saw, is radius is equals to 50 over sin ng angle natin, which is d over 2. So, ito ngayon yung pangalawang equation na mabubuo natin using the chord definition. Now, for the formula derivation ng degree of circular curve, magkakaroon tayo dyan ng formula derivation. To have the formula derivation, let's assume naman ngayon that instead of the degree of the curve, we will use the central angle. So, may main difference between the two. So, bago tayo mag-proceed, let us first differentiate what is the difference between the two. Okay? Ano nga ba yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa? Okay, so kung ito, ini-imply natin dito, degree ng curve, kung saan nag-set tayo ng isang full station, okay, doon sa ating arc or doon sa chord natin, alinman dito sa dalawa, okay, alinman dito sa dalawa, sineset na natin yan, fix na yan na 20 meters or 100 feet para makuha natin yung degree ng circular curve, no? Versus the central angle. Pag central angle alpha, nagmamatter to kung saan yung point na kinuhanan natin dun sa curve. Okay? Again, yung sa degree ng circular curve, fix na yan, hindi na yan nababago kasi nag-set tayo ng one full station which is 20 meters or 100 feet. Wherein, sa ating central angle, nagmamatter naman yan kung saan tayo nagpumuha ng horizontal curve at kung saan nagkaroon ng tangent distance or tangent line mula dun sa ating first point ng curve hanggang sa dulo ng ating curve. Makikita nyo dito, nagkaroon siya dito ng tangent distance at nagkaroon siya ng intersection. Na kung saan, meron tayong distance ng curve na tatawagin natin na S and distance ng long chord. Okay? Unlike dito, kino-compute natin, okay, the difference between the two. In this one, we set one full station. Meaning, S or the long chord is equals to 100 feet or 20 meters. Meanwhile, dito naman sa ating central angle, okay, alpha, ang ginagawa natin dito, we compute for the distance ng arc natin na S and we compute yung distance ng ating chord na L. Okay? That's the main difference between the two. Hindi siya binibigay using 20 meters or 100 feet, but instead, we compute it based on what is the radius, what is the central angle, or what are the tangent distances, etc. Okay, so para makapag-derive tayo ng formula, meron ulit itong dalawang basis. We have the arc basis and the chord basis. So, unahin natin yung sa arc basis. Arc basis, alam naman natin that to compute the distance of a curve or an arc, that is S is equals to R multiplied by B alpha. Okay, para makuha natin yung distance ng curve na ito, we can compute that using by multiplying the radius into its central angle. To compute the central angle, that is alpha, it's equals to S over R. So, mag-derive lang tayo using S is equals to R times alpha. And then, again, balik tayo dun sa ating first introduction wherein kinumpute natin yung degree ng circular curve. You can compute the degree of circular curve naman using the SI unit. So, 20. Kung kanina, 100, ngayon 20 over R multiplied by 360 degrees over 2 pi. Okay? Kung saan, galing din ito yung sa formula natin kanina. Okay? Galing din yung sa formula natin kanina na D over 360 degrees equals to 100 over 2 pi. So, same lang. Okay? Same lang yan. Dalawa. Ito lang, English unit, at ngayon, ay naka-SI unit. So, pwede natin itong i-simplify pa, magiging 180 degrees over 5. Okay? And for the next basis naman ngayon is yung ating tinatawag na chord basis. So, kapag chord basis, ang atin namang ina-analyze dyan, ang kinocompute naman natin dyan is yung chord na mismo. Okay? So, to compute the distance or the length of the chord, that is L is equals to 2 R sine ng alpha over 2. Okay? Kung napansin nyo, same lang din yan nung kanina, naging multiply lang sa 2 because kapag nga hinati natin to, symmetrical yan. So, that will give us alpha over 2 and alpha over 2. So, this is L over 2 and this is L over 2. Kaya naging 2R sine alpha over 2. Okay, to get the angle, that is alpha, 2 arc sine ng L over 2R. And finally, yung degree ulit, to get the degree of the circular curve using the chord basis, that is 2 arc sine ng 20 over 2R. Okay, pwede nyo rin i-tone down yan, maging simplify, ito maging 2 over R. Okay, so ito yung basis nating dalawa. Again, huwag kayong malilito, the difference between the degree of the circular curve and the central angle alpha. Okay, kasi kapag nagsimula na tayo sa ating mga elements of a simple curve, yung alpha mapapalitan din yan, magiging angle of intersections din. So ngayon pa lang, dapat alam nyo na the difference between the two. Again, for the degree of the circular curve, yung arc natin, yung distance ng arc natin, which is yung S, is equivalent to 100 feet or 20 meters. As well as yung long chord natin, sineset na kasi natin siya as one pole station, which is 100 feet or 20 meters. Meanwhile, doon naman sa ating central angle, we computed the S and L based on its central angle. No, hindi tayo nag-set ng isang buong pole station. Magkaiba silang dalawa. Kaya dito, kino-compute na natin yung S and L mismo. Yung length of the chord and length of the arc na mismo. Okay, we are done with the introduction of the horizontal curves. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung first type ng horizontal curve, which is yung tatawagin nating simple curve. Kaya siya tinawag na simple curve kasi ito yung pinakasimple, pinakamadali sa lahat ng uri ng horizontal curves natin. Ano lang naman yun? Yung pinakasimple, tawagin natin simple. Diba? Okay? So, gawin natin, i-drawing natin muna siya para malaman natin kung ano yung elements ng circular curve. Okay? Okay? So, dito sa ating curve, makikita ninyo, ito yung magiging mga elements natin. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin yung mga elements na makikita natin. First, yung first point natin, which is yung starting point ng ating horizontal curve na simple curve, ay PC or point of curvature. Dito, nag-start yung ating curve. Sa dulo naman, kung saan naman nag-end yung ating curve, ay tatawagin natin point of tangency. And then, kung saan naman nag-meet yung dalawang tangent distance natin, yung ating forward and backward tangent, ay tatawagin nating point of intersection, PI. A. And then, what else yung ating nasa ating curve? Siyempre, meron din tayong radius R. Okay? R is the radius of the curve. And then, we also have the angle of intersection. So, kung saan ngayon nag-meet yung dalawang tangent distance natin, kung saan sila nag-intersect, magkakaroon tayo ng angle dyan, which is tatawagin nating angle of intersection. At yung angle of intersection na yun is also equal to the central angle dito sa baba. Okay? So, I is the angle of the intersection. What else is on our curve? Meron din tayo na tinatawag natin na length of the curve. So, LC, so kung kanina S ang dinidenote natin siya doon sa ating introduction as S, this time sa simple curve, tatawagin natin yung L sub C or length of the curve. Okay, what else? Kung meron tayong length ng curve, meron din naman tayong length ng long chord na L. So, tatawagin natin yung L na long chord. Okay, what else? We have the external distance. Tangent distance muna, T. Itong T, yung distance from PC to PI and PI to PT, yan yung mga tangent line natin and yung tinatawag natin na tangent distance. Also, the distance from the midpoint. So, mula naman dito sa midpoint ng ating point of intersection hanggang doon sa midpoint ng ating curve. So, kung saan nag-meet yung dalawang tangent distance natin, which is yung point of intersection, hanggang doon sa midpoint ng ating arc or LC, may makukuha tayong distance dyan. At yung distance dyan ay tatawagin nating external distance, E. So, E is your external distance. And then, we also have the distance from the midpoint of the curve hanggang doon naman sa distance ng ating L. So, sa nagjo-join ng PC and PT, yung long chord niya, may distance yung dalawa. Ayan. The distance between them ay tatawagin natin middle ordinate. Again, the distance from the midpoint of the LC to the midpoint of the L is the middle ordinate. Okay? Lastly, kapag naman may na-form na deflection angle, yung ating curve, sabihin natin may deflection angle dito. Ayan, nagkaroon siya ng deflection angle dyan. That is theta. So, pwede natin i-offset yung distance niyan, tapos i-connect natin yung sa gitna. The central angle will create is just twice the deflection angle. So, 2 theta yung central angle na makukuha natin. Ito. Okay? So, theta is your deflection angle. And x is your offset distance. So, sa mga totality, yung mga elements ng curve natin. Pero, just nga sa una kong tinuro, no? Pwede rin natin siyang hatiin dyan, kung saan, this is I over 2. Also, dito, mula doon, is I over 2. Then, what else? This is L over 2. This is L over 2. Yan. Ito, from PC, 90 degrees yan. Ayan yung mga elements na makikita natin in a simple curve. So, ganun lang naman siya kadali. No? So, gawin natin ngayon dito, magkaroon naman tayo ngayon ng formula derivation. So, kung mapapansin nyo, dun sa ating simple curve, mainly, punong-puno siya ng, it consists a lot of triangle. So, lahat ng formula din natin dyan, makukuha natin dyan, it's just the same. Gagamitin lang din natin yan using triangles para makompute natin. Para makapag-derive tayo ng formulas dito. Okay? Unahin na natin ang ating length of the curve, LC. So, matatandaan nyo yung S natin kapag ginamit natin siya using S, that is R multiplied by the central angle alpha. So, this time, alpha natin is I and yung ating radius is R pa din. So, R multiplied by the central angle. Then, the length of the long chord, L, is equals to 2R, 2R sine ng I over 2. Kung kanina, alpha over 2 yan, ngayon, I na siya. Kasi yung central angle natin is the angle of intersection. For the tangent distance T, T is equals to R tangent ng I over 2. And for the external distance E, that is R over cosine ng I over 2 minus R. For the middle ordinate is given by the equation R minus R cosine ng I over 2. And lastly, for the offset distance, X is equals to 2R sine ng theta sine ng theta. Okay? So, these are the formulas na gagamitin natin ngayon sa simple curve. So, lahat naman ito, lahat ng na-derive natin na yan, you can compute all that. Pag nalimutan nyo, pwede kayo bumalik sa basic, gamitin nyo lang ng trigonometry, makukompute nyo yan. Laruin nyo lang yung mga figures natin sa simple curve, yung mga elements natin dyan. So, makukompute at makukompute nyo yan. Basta marunong kayo ng basic fundamentals for trigonometry, kaya nyo makapag-derive ng equation even though nalimutan nyo yung mga formulas ninyo. Okay, for our first sample problem, ito yung binigay ng C-Board November 2004. A 6-degree simple curve has a central angle of 44 degrees. The stationing of the point of the curvature is 13 plus 0, 80. Find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the intersection of tangents at PC and PT. Find the distance from the midpoint of the curve to the midpoint of the long chord joining the point of curvature and point of tangency. And then find the stationing of a point to the curve which intersects the line, making a deflection angle of 8 degrees with a tangent through base. Okay? Gawin natin dito sa problem na ito, let us first draw. Hanapin natin kung ano yung pinapahanap sa problem. No? Kung ito-drawing natin yung ating curve, ito yung curve natin. Okay? So, this is your PC, your PP, your PI, point of intersection, and yung central angle natin, which is 44 degrees. So, ito is 44 degrees also. Okay? So, mayroon tayo ditong long chord. And, ngayon, pwede nating hanapin yung pinapahanap sa problem. Okay? Ang sa letter A, ang sabi, midpoint daw ng curve. So, this is the midpoint of the curve to the intersection of tangents at PC and PT. So, ang point of intersection niya ay ito. So, makatuwid, pinapahanap sa una is external distance. Okay, pangalawa, the distance from the midpoint of the curve. This is the midpoint of the curve to the long chord, middle of the long chord, na nagjo-join sa ating PC and PT. So, makatuwid, sa letter B, middle ordinate ang pinapahanap sa atin. Okay? What else? Ang sabi din sa problem, hanapin daw natin yung stationing in which nagkaroon siya ng deflection angle na 8 degrees. Okay? So, ito ngayon is 2 theta. Hanapin daw natin yung stationings dito. Okay? Kapag ginawa natin yung stationings dyan, napakadali lang naman yan, yung letter C. Pero first, let us solve letter A. Okay? Sa letter E, ang pinapahanap sa letter E is external distance. External distance, kung titingnan natin, hindi given yung value ni radius, but given yung degree natin, which is 6 degrees, and yung angle of intersection natin na 44 degrees. Okay? We can compute the radius using the formula for degrees. So, D is equals to 20 over R times 180 degrees over 5. So, substitute natin, 6 degrees is equals to 20 over R times 180 over pi. Solve natin yung radius. Radius is equals to 190.986. Okay? Next, Solve naman natin ngayon, masosolve na natin yung external distance. E is equals to R over cosine ng I over 2 minus R equals R natin na 190.986 over cosine ng I natin na 44 over 2 minus 190.986. Your external distance is equal to 15 meters. And that is your answer in the first question. Next, letter B naman. Solve naman natin ngayon yung middle ordinate. Itong letter B, napakadali na nito kasi na-solve na naman natin yung radius. Okay? Direct substitution na lang siya. So, M is equals to R minus R cosine ng I over 2. So, M is equals to 190.986 minus 190.986 cosine ng 44 over 2. So, your middle ordinate is equals to 13.91 meters. And that is now your final answer. Okay? That is how you solve letter A and letter B. So, for our letter C, solve naman natin ngayon is yung kanyang stationing. Okay? Kanyang stationing, drawing ulit natin. Ito, stationing ng kukuhanin natin. No? Okay? EC, DP, okay? So, kung nagkaroon tayo dyan ng deflection angle, at natawag, pwede natin dyan gawin, angle tayo dyan, offset distance natin, ibaba natin doon, this is 2 theta, okay? Hanapin daw natin yung stationing dito. To solve that one, una natin gawin, the first, kuhanin natin muna yung distance ng curve na ito. Okay? May distance kasi yung curve na to. At kung matatandaan natin, ang formula natin for that, S is equals to R alpha. And in this case, S is equals to R times natin dun sa ating deflection angle. Ano ba yung deflection angle natin? 2 theta. Okay, 2 theta. Kasi ito yung magiging alpha natin dyan. Tingnan natin dyan, ito na yung alpha natin. Okay? Then, ganyan, pwede na natin substitute 190.986 multiplied by 2 ng 8 degrees. And then, afterwards, i-convert natin siya into meters, into radian, no? Kasi hindi pwede na i-multiply lang natin yung diretso sa degrees. Kailangan natin yung i-convert. So, itong pi over 180 degrees, this will be your conversion. Para yung degree, maging radian, into radian. Magiging unitless na siya. Nang sa ganon, ang S natin maging meters. So, S is equals to 53.33 meters. And afterwards, pwede na natin kuhanin yung stationing natin. Tandaan natin, yung station ng PC natin is equals to 13 plus 080. Para makapunta tayo dito, papunta doon, sa stationing natin doon, i-add lang natin yung stationing ni PC. Okay? So, yung stationing ni PC, i-add lang natin sa S para makuha natin yung stationing. So, that is equal to stationing ni PC is 13 plus 080. Okay? I-add natin ngayon yung ating S na 53.33. Ang ating stationing is 13 plus 13 point, sorry. Ang ating stationing is 13 plus 133.33 meters. And that is now our answer. Ito na ngayon yung stationing ng ating deflection angle. Okay, for our second sample problem, this is given CA Board November 2006. The deflection angles from PC of two intermediate points A and B On a simple curve are 3 degrees and 15 minutes and 8 degrees and 15 minutes respectively. The length of the chord between A and B is 40 meters. Okay, so isulat natin yung mga variables na binigay dun sa problem. Sabi doon, meron daw tayong deflection angles. Okay, yung mga deflection angles natin, this is 3 degrees and 15 minutes. Tapos, etong kulay red na to, this is 8 degrees and 15 minutes respectively. So, meron tayong 2 intermediate points. Itong first point natin, point A. Pangalawa, point B. Okay? Ngayon, binigay yung distance ng chord natin na 40 meters from A to B. So, this is 40 meters. Pinapahanap sa problem natin, letter A, the radius of the curve, the length of the curve from PC to A. So, kung ito yung PC natin, hanapin daw natin yung distance, yung length ng curve natin, itong color blue na to. Okay, hanapin daw natin yan. And then, the length of the chord from PC to B. So, hanapin naman daw natin yung chord na ito from PC to B. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple yung pinapahanap sa problem. So, hanapin natin yung pinapaunap na una, which is yung ating radius. Okay, so ano yung formula na gagamitin natin? Doon sa ating problem, sinabi doon, binigay daw yung length ng chord natin na 40 meters. Okay, so since binigay yung length ng chord natin from A to B, yun yung gamitin natin yung formula. L is equals to 2R sine ng alpha 1 over 2. So ano yung alpha 1 natin? Ang alpha 1 natin ay ito. Yan. At alpha 2 natin. Ito. Okay? So, ngayon, binigay sa, yung alpha 1, kuhanin natin. So, paano natin makukuha yung alpha 1? Okay? Makukuha natin yung alpha 1 by subtracting 8 degrees and 15 minutes to 3 degrees and 15 minutes. Pero, ang tandaan nyo, these are deflection angles. So, yung alpha 1 natin, yung alpha natin is equal to 2 theta. So, kailangan, i-multiply natin siya sa dalawa. Okay? Kasi, eto, multiply natin yun sa dalawa. Yan, nalimutan ko pala ilagay kanina. Multiply natin yun sa dalawa kasi nga, deflection angles yan. Hindi siya basta-basta central angle lang. Para maging central angle siya, yung angle natin dito na 8 degrees and 15 minutes, 3 degrees and 15 minutes, tapos 8 degrees and 15 minutes, i-multiply natin sa 2, nang sa ganun, maging 2 theta siya. Okay? So, let's find yung length ng chord from A to B is 40 meters. That is equals to 2R, yung hinahanap natin, sine ng 2, 8 degrees and 15 minutes, minus 2 degrees, 2 times 3 degrees, and 15 minutes, all over 2. Okay? Tapos, multiply pa natin siya sa ating, tapos, multiply natin siya sa 2R sine. So, makukuha natin yung ating radius. So, yung radius natin is equals to 229.474 meters. So, ito ngayon, yung radius natin. This is also our answer in the first question. Now, for letter B, pinapahanap sa atin yung length ng curve from PC to B. Okay? So, length daw ng curve from PC to A. So, ito ngayon ang pinapahanap. Okay? So, yung kulay blue na to, ito ngayon yung pinapahanap sa atin. So, from PC to A, gagamitin natin yung formula dyan ay S. Okay? S ang hahanapin natin. So, S is equals to R times alpha. Pero, anong angle ang gagamitin natin? Anong central angle ang gagamitin natin dito? Ang central angle na gagamitin natin ngayon dito, since ito siya, PC to A, etong alpha 2 ang gagamitin natin. So, S is equal to R times alpha 2. S is equals to radius natin na 229.474. Multiply natin sa ating alpha na 2 times the deflection angle na 3 degrees and 15 minutes multiplied by yung conversion natin para maging radian siya, pi over 180. Our S is equal to 26.033 meters. And this is now your final answer. So, ito yung length ng curve natin from PC to A. And then lastly, ang pinapahanap naman sa atin ngayon is yung length naman ngayon ng chord, length of the chord from PC to B. Okay? Pinapahanap sa atin length of the chord from PC to B. So, from PC daw, hanggang dito naman tayo. Ay, sorry. Hindi pala yan. Ito. Ito naman ang hahanapin natin. Okay, so ang magiging deflection angle na natin dyan is yung buo na ito. Yung 8 degrees and 15 minutes. So, to compute this letter C, to compute for the length of the chord ng PC to B, that is equal to 2R sine ng alpha 3 over 2. So, yung alpha 3 natin is yung mismong 8 degrees and 15 minutes na. Yun na yung i-consider natin. So, let's substitute the value. That is 2. Ano yung R natin? 229.474 multiplied by sine ng 2 times 8 degrees and 15 minutes over 2. Your L ng PC to B is equal to L ng PC to B is equal to 65.86 meters. And this is now your final answer. Okay? So, ito ngayon yung naging sagot natin for letter C. So, ganun lang naman kasimple sagutan, lalo na kapag mga binigay sa atin is yung mga deflection angles. Okay? Laging 2 theta lang siya para makuha natin siya, magamit natin siya as our central angle in that specific deflection angle. Okay, for our third sample problem, no? So, madali lang naman itong third sample problem natin, kahit hindi nyo na ito i-drawing. Okay? So, meron tayong D na 3 degrees. So, a 3-degree curve has an angle of intersection of 24 degrees. What is the length of the long chord? So, na-specify sa problem na gamitin daw natin yung chord basis. Okay? Using the chord basis, I natin dito is 24 degrees. Okay? Pinapahanap sa atin dito length of the chord using the chord basis. Ang formula natin para makuha yung R, kung mapapansin nyo, again, wala tayong radius. And in every problem involving curves, laging hahanapin nyo muna, may radius ba na given? Kasi most of our formulas, ginagamitan natin ng radius. Okay? So, meron naman binigay na degree, gamitin natin, use chord basis. Okay? Ang formula natin dyan for D using the chord basis is D is equals to 2 arc sine ng 10 over R. Okay? So, hindi natin, substitute natin, 3 degrees is 2 arc sine ng 10 over R. So, makukuha natin ngayon yung R natin, which is, okay, ang R natin is equal to 382.0155 meters. Okay, now we can now solve for L using the chord basis, that is 2R sine ng I over 2. Okay, direct substitution na lang to ngayon. 2 times 382.0155 sine ng 24 over 2. Your length of the chord is equal to 158.85 meters. And this is now your final answer. Okay, so ganun lang kadali ang ating third sample problem.